Hello, this is Alondra Hurtado, and in this PowerPoint I'll be talking about Lewis dot structures. What is a Lewis dot structure? It is a diagram that shows the bonding between atoms of a molecule and the lone pairs of electrons that may exist in the molecule. Here's a picture of a Lewis dot structure diagram. Also, I'll be talking about the electronegativity differences and the ranges. So 0 to 0.3 are consistent with nonpolar covalent bonds. 0.3 to 1.7 are consistent with polar covalent bonds. Anything less than 1.7 are consistent with ionic bonds. Here's a chart of what I just this is summed up of what I just said. Now I'm going to show you an example of a Lewis dot structure on my little painting thing online. So SiH4. So keep in mind that there is one silicon and 4 hydrogens, right? So let me start with the silicon. So in the end, silicon should have 8 dots around it, or that's what it should have. So I'm going to start with 2 dots, 2 dots, 2 dots. And each 2 dot equals 1 bar, 1 big bar. And keep in mind there's 4 hydrogens, so hydrogen, 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 and there's 1 silicon. That is a Lewis dot structure. So to make it look nicer, this is what it would look like. And that's a Lewis dot structure. It's not the best, but it's okay. So I have another example, and this one is that one. So let me go ahead and write that down, PCl3. So keep in mind there's 1 P and 3 Cls. So let's start with a P. We can go ahead and we know that there's only 3 Cls, so 1 bar equals 2 dots. So Cl, Cl, and Cl. We can't leave phosphorus hanging like that, so we have to complete it with 8. So add 2 more to the 6, and same with chlorine. Add 6 more to make it 8. And that is a Lewis dot structure. Alright, going back to my PowerPoint. Oops. Okay, in conclusion, Lewis structures, also called electron dot structures, are formed when Lewis symbols, also called electron dot symbols, are combined. Lewis symbols are a simple way of visualizing the valence electrons in an atom. In a Lewis symbol, the symbols for the element is used to represent the atom and its core electrons. Dots placed around the atom are used to indicate the valence electrons. So the dots placed around the element that I just demonstrated. When combined to form Lewis structures, Lewis symbols make it possible to predict the shape of many molecules and ions. This information is particularly useful as many physical and chemical properties of molecules and ions are dependent on their shape. So that's it. Thank you.